What's happening, folks? Hope you're all well. Silent Planet have a new song, which technically the video hasn't come out yet. It premieres at midnight tonight, and obviously I'm not staying up until midnight to listen to it. That sounds really disrespectful. I'm not going to be recording a video at midnight unless you're sleep token or something like that. I ain't doing that, little bro. Okay. But we have the new song available on Spotify. I'm going to listen to that now, and then I will key the video in. So if anything spectacular happens in the video and it's happening on screen and I don't react to it, that is the reason why. I'm here for the music. And based on what I've seen, based on what Silent Planet have put out on their socials, this is apparently the start of maybe the heaviest era of Silent Planet. The last song, Wick, was pretty fucking intense. It's pretty heavy. I believe they're still working with Buster Odahome, which we'll reserve any conversation about that until after the video. I have some thoughts about that relationship, but I'm gonna listen to this song and then we'll come back. Okay? I don't know what to expect. I'm here for heaviness. I'm very much so here for heaviness. But we'll talk about it after the video. Let's go. I believe this is premiering on Nick's award show as well.
Here at the end, only a soul after the cancer takes control.
Okay.
We slow dance to a dying pulse.
Kind of like an antimatter vibe from the pulse to this so far, and the sexiness of it. Show me where the flat line goes. That's a sick line. I like this. They're doing the antimatter thing again. I'm here for it. Okay, got it. Hey, a bit of Chino in there. Garrett's been working on those singing vocals. I think that's very obvious in this. But this is right up my alley so far. I'm fucking down with this. Oh, I like that. It feels like Via Jarta almost. Sick. I'm loving that song. That is leagues above Wick for me. Okay, now I know in the intro of the video I briefly touched on the relationship that Silent Planet and Buster have, which, look, before we get into this, you guys should know by this point, if you've seen my channel, like I uploaded the Try Not to Headbang challenge yesterday, and I would say like fucking 40% of the songs in it are Buster Out of Home produced or mixed or something to do with Buster, okay? I am the biggest Buster Out of Home fan. I think he's the best modern metal producer, mixer in the space. I don't think there's anyone better. However, I think Buster Out of Home fatigue is a thing, especially for me. I listen to a lot of music, and a lot of the music that I'm interested in is music that happens to include Buster Out of Home, okay? And I think a lot of bands feel the same way that I do about Buster's mixing. It's incredible. he has this percussion, he has this punch, oh Jesus, I can't speak. He has this percussive delivery in all of his mixes that, quite frankly, when you listen to other heavy songs, they don't feel heavy anymore because of how good Buster is at getting across that percussion. Like, the drums on all of his mixes sound incredible. Like, even when I was doing my Try Not to Headbang challenge, I kind of have to put Buster's songs together because they don't mix well with other modern metal songs because of how ridiculous the percussion is. And to tie this back into Silent Planet, I'm not just glazing Buster Out of Home for no reason here. I never got the impression when I first started to hear it as a full project that Buster was the right fit for Silent Planet, just because of musically where Silent Planet were at that time with Iridescent. There is moments, don't get me wrong, it's Buster we're talking about here, where he makes it work and the songs maybe suit him a little bit more. Antimatter, for example. Something like this, for example. Although Wick wasn't the most interesting song to me, it still suits that Buster Out of Home sound. But I do feel like Buster has such a unique sound and such an incredible ability when it comes to bringing the percussion to life in songs that sometimes the rest of the song can kind of become a second tier. It's not as important because your attention is so drawn to how abrasive the percussive mix is in the songs. So Garrett being such an incredible vocalist and so introspective lyrically, and then a lot of their other stuff had a lot of riffs, I started to think that, like, oh, I don't know if Buster and Silent Planet are the best mix, in my opinion. A lot of people will disagree. And maybe I'll come around to it. Maybe I'll start to grow into it, especially if they drop more music like this. I love this. It's no secret I absolutely adored Antimatter. I thought it was so cool. It was a cool direction. And there was some other great songs on that album, but I just didn't feel the same emotional connection to Super Bloom that I did off of previous albums, because I do feel like the percussion in the mix sometimes almost demands your attention so much that you lose the fucking insane ability that Garrett has when it comes to just his delivery and also his like insanely talented lyricism. It just demands your attention in another direction, so it takes away from that. And then naturally I think Silent Planet's sound has drifted away from the like more riff orientated stuff. A lot of it is very like dun 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 dun, very chuggy, which is the same kind of thing that a lot of bands that work with Buster tend to sound like as well, which is why I feel like it's taken away a kind of a dynamic range from Silent Planet overall. But I think this sounds really good. I think this song is really, really good. And I think people just think I'm like a hater on certain bands because I have mixed opinions. But like, that is the nature of music. Like, sometimes you're going to like shit and sometimes you're going to love it. In this instance, I really, really like this. This is my favorite song from these guys, probably since maybe like Collider and Antimatter when they were dropping those songs. Wick was all right. Look, I put it in the Headbang Challenge. It's a cool, like, it fit the vibe of the song or the video I made. It has like the artillery, like reverse, like, but even at the end there, that like kind of like Viljarta-esque riff was pretty cool to hear in that. So you can hear Buster's like influence maybe leaking into the songs in certain parts. But the thing I dislike sometimes about it is that sometimes it's hard to hear that identity of the band without just hearing like all of Buster's input. But again, sounds like I'm like hating on Buster. He's fucking incredible. I think he's the best modern metal producer, mixer in the scene. He brings songs to that next level. But when a band has already established a Silent Planet, has a particular sound and a really like refined sound, and then Buster comes in and starts to like maybe bring it to life in certain moments, it also I feel like can drain certain lively aspects of it that I've loved from Silent Planet in the past. But I think this is where they're shining for me. It's kind of like sexy, experimental EDM realm that they're working in with Buster. I think this sounds great. So overall, good song. I think that would be pretty high up there. It's not an Antimatter level in terms of like instant satisfaction, because Antimatter was like a once off for me because it was so unique and so different at the time. But this feels like they're kind of taking that formula and driving it in a slightly different direction. More chorus orientated than Antimatter. But yeah, great song. Loved it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd probably give this maybe like an 84, 85 out of 100. I really enjoyed it. It's in my playlist. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.